Uh-oh. Uh, this does not look good. Um, hmm, hmm. Yeah, this is very not good. Don't think I'm winning this one. I'm not even sure how to counter this team. I guess Triple Sandstorm would probably beat it, but barely. Let's get a bleed on Anomalous. Um, do I go for Thunderbolt or Cleanup? I think go for Thunderbolt. I'd like to be able to hit his flyer with Cleanup. Does he die to 2 wood chippers though? I don't think he does. Maybe if I crit him. 185 times 2 plus 77. Yeah, he wasn't gonna die without a crit. Um, okay, well, that was a bad swap. He let me bleed him for free. Hmm. And he's gonna die on the backline because he has a bleed on Anomalous. He'll probably go for an Enrage. So, let's bring in Mutt. Let's see here. Power balance, 277. Alright, let's go for Feast. Oh, that's going to hit him real hard. He's taking an extra 50% damage. Okay, 160. I guess I'll go for a lick in case he decides to swap again for no reason. He's probably going to kill me with zoomies. Hmm. So if I can slow him, that doesn't seem very important. I think I just go for bite. Because he's going to outspeed me with zoomies, even with a 25% speed debuff. Alright. He doesn't have his beast racial yet, so I can go for a rip, and then he probably has to heal or else he'll die to blood in the water. He's going to have his beast racial now, but he's not going to get extra damage from Gnaw because I'm spamming Surge. He definitely won if he didn't just swap out Anomalous like that. That was a big misplay. I didn't think it would cost him the game, though. I think he also could have won if he didn't go for Enrage and just simply went for... No, I mean, it's as simple as that. He could have done whatever he wanted after that. Swapping out Anomalous was just, like, really bad. Oh, wait, that was a win. Shouldn't have been, but it was a win. So, let me see. Anomalous. Okay. Do I have any teams with a Cobalt Ram that would do okay versus him? Play the idol that doesn't have humanoid damage since he has a beast. This would actually be pretty good versus that flyer. Let's try it. I think this team can beat him, even if he plays correctly. I wonder if this is the team that he was trying to queue into, because his team would probably beat this team pretty effectively, actually. I don't know if my team will beat this team. The Cobalt Ram is okay versus Murgleton, but I don't want him to hit me with Soul Rush. Oh well. I'll go for Headbutt. At least mine goes first, so I have the first chance to stun him, and he crit me and stunned me. Okay, well that's one way to start things off. Probably not winning after that. I guess, okay, 2 crits in a row and a stun. Let's just go ahead and try that one again. I'll literally play the same team, but yeah, he just got 2 crits and a stun. Not a whole lot of point even playing that out at that point. Congratulations on your one in, let's see. So it's 1 in 20 times 1 in 20 times 1 in 4. The odds of that happening were like 1 in, I don't even know, 400? Let's see. Holy shit. Yeah, that was literally a 1 in a 1600 chance for that to happen. It's just, yeah, we'll just run it back. It's not even that. It's actually lower than that because the odds of me not stunning him and him stunning me and critting me and then critting me again, that's like less than 1 in 2000. Insane odds. We'll just play it back. Pretend that last game didn't even happen. I'll play it exactly the same way. Okay, yeah, see, now that's how it should start. That is more like it. Okay, so probably fine to bring in Tremblor so I can get Nature's Ward rolling. He can break my prismatic barrier here. I I'm assuming he'll go for Sunlight, so let me go for Stone Rush. Oh, nope, he went for Iron Bark. Well, that's fine. So we can go for Sandstorm. A little surprised he went for that Iron Bark, but I guess it's a mind game. So it's probably worth pressing Stone Rush here. Okay. One more Stone Rush will actually kill him, so I think what I'll do here is just refresh Nature's Ward, as long as I don't get stunned. He went for the Darkness. Okie dokie. Well, if I don't get stunned, he dies. He's probably going to bring in Twilight now because he has Darkness out, so it's probably a good time to bring... No, he's going to bring in this, the Blossoming Ancient. Well... I guess I'll bring in my Idol. My Idol isn't fantastic versus Twilight because he's slower. Although I don't have humanoid damage, that's why I chose the Void Scarred. I want to press Sandstorm. I have to be careful with my Ram because he's the only one who's... Oh, damn it. I missed. Oh well, probably still winnable. But my Ram is probably the only one who's going to be able to take out Twilight because these two are slower than him. So the only thing they have to deal with Twilight is weather changers, which is good, but he's going to get extra damage with Pounce into them, and he still has that 25% chance to stun with Surge of Light, which will interrupt. Let's go for Nature's Ward. He doesn't have Sunlight for a minute, so I can probably afford to bring in my Ram and heal up my team. The other option is go for Stone Rush. I think my team's looking a little bit low on health. I think I'll go for... Maybe we'll go for a Bleat first. And he'll probably go for Photosynthesis, which means he doesn't have any damage mitigation, so I can go for a Headbutt. Be nice if I could land this stun. Okay. No stun, but it's decent damage. He's going to go for Sunlight, so I better swap right away. I don't think it's worth going for Prismatic Barrier, because Sunlight will break it instantly. Let me bring in Tremblar. Ow, he crit my Ram. This isn't like a great team for countering his team, but as long as he doesn't roll like 2 crits and a stun at the start, I think it will win eventually. Let's go for Nature's Ward. I'm surprised he's staying on the Blossoming Ancient. This is not going well for him. Maybe I go for a Stone Rush at this point. Sure, let's do it. Since he wants to stay in and fight me with his Blossoming Ancient. Oh, I crit myself. Damn it. Why couldn't you crit him, Tremblar? Okay, I think I'll bring in my idol. I should probably well, I have Sandstorm up in 2 turns. I could probably just press it again. I think I will hold off on my Sandstorm for now. My idol has decent attack power, so he can kind of pump a little bit if I get some high rolls. Does he go for Sunlight right away? I think he will. So we're going to change that weather instantly. Let's bring in the Ram. Go for a Prismatic Barrier, actually. That's not a bad option. But then it'll be on cooldown. Oh, I don't know about that, actually. I think it's fine. He's very low HP. If he wants to stay in, then I can heal and kill him with a Sandstorm in a minute. Prismatic Burial will go away here after another Iron Bark. So I get a free swap into, I guess, Tremblar is a decent option, because he's the one with Sandstorm. Okay. I do not think he's going to use Call Darkness into my Prismatic Barrier. He'll probably use Pounce, and then use Darkness once the Prismatic Barrier is gone. Or he'll just pass. Okay, well, that works too for me. Do I think he's going to pass again? He's not getting a lot of healing on that Blossoming Ancient on the back. I could maybe go for another Bleat. Let me risk it. He's just passing. Let's go for another Bleat here. He's gonna get some healing with Sunlight though. Oh, he didn't press it. That was a huge mistake. He could have gotten 2 rounds of Sunlight healing, but he went for Photosynthesis. Like a dingus. Alright, well... I think I'll bring in Trembler. Oh, he's going for AFK. Well, let's get rid of that barrier, because he is healing up slowly but surely. Go for a sandstorm now. Oh, what? Does he not know that sunlight breaks the barrier? I guess not. Not sure why I went for sunlight, knowing I'm definitely going to go for sandstorm instantly. Could go for stone rush, or I could... I guess that's fine. Let's go for... do I go for Nature's Ward? I don't think I need to anymore. Guess it can't hurt. I'm perfectly happy for this game to take 25 minutes. If he's not in my bracket is going to be healthier. All right. Let's bring in the idol. He'll probably go for Call Darkness and then Surge of Light. Uh-oh. Crit me. I wasn't expecting that. I wanted to go for Deflection, but I think I'll just go for Sandstorm since he crit me. If he puts Surge of Light on cooldown, he can't use it now, so I could change his weather. I'll use that Cobalt Ram to clean up. Go for a Stone Rush. Change that weather on him. And then one more Stone Rush should take him out. Even if he double crits me, I got Sandstorm reducing the damage. I'll play this team. It's the most consistent counter team versus him, in case he requeues. He might run Mr. Delver. Sometimes he does, to try to like break my bubble and decoy. But I have 2 Sandstorms, so I think I should be just fine. This team will probably still be more resilient versus Mr. Delver than any of my other teams, because the other ones all have beasts. At least I have an elemental here. Hopefully that's him. If it's somebody else, I'll probably just play a different team. Yeah. I'm sure my team would beat him, but it's going to be boring. That last game wasn't particularly exciting either, so let's just pick a fun team. I'm going to assume Dax is dodging unless I see him again. And I'll just queue this team that I have right here if I see him again. But yeah, that game was 10 minutes. Felt like longer. Let's see here. So he had a decoy. And a Valk. What was the other pet? Oh yeah, an idol. Well, thinking I'll play probably the Sunglow Cobra. Maybe I'll just play the Cobalt Ram again. So this team does have a decoy breaker with Sticky Surge. I feel like it'll do pretty well versus, well, the MPD is kind of a problem for this team, actually. I do think Trembler is pretty good. Do I have a team? I do have a team with Trembler and Rock Barrage, but I think it might not do that well versus a Valk. It was... Oh, what about this team? Probably not going to do great versus an MPD. So this team has a couple decoy breakers. It's pretty decent versus idols, I think. I'll play this team. It's kind of a fun team with Trembler. We got Lucky Dance to buff Rock Barrage. And then Mothballs, Cyclone, and Rock Barrage will all break decoy. Trembler is very good versus idols because I can soak Sandstorm with him, kind of like an Autumnal Spratling. The Valk's a little bit tricky because I have a Humanoid, and if I'm using Trembler to soak the Valk's dots, I probably can't use him to... I could probably use him to soak the Valk dots and Sandstorm. Problem is the Flitter isn't that great versus his whole team because he's probably going to be haunting me, which means my Cyclone's only hitting 2 of his pets. And then while he has Sandstorm out... Yeah, the Flitter's not very good versus idols. Maybe I just play like... Maybe I'll play the Kuraji with Trembler and the Cobalt Ram. I think this team would do a little bit... I think this team would do a little bit better versus that MPD team. I don't have a decoy breaker, but the Kurashi Guardling can stun him. Mitigates... yeah, I think it's less important that I run a decoy breaker than that I can deal with the Valk and the Idol, which I think this team is a little bit more capable of doing. And if I get the Blossoming Ancient Shady Murgleton team, I think this team will do just fine. Cobalt Ram is quite good versus Murgleton and some other fast, annoying pets like the Karaji Guardling because he's 341 speed. It's tricky to actually counter this team effectively because if you have a decoy breaker, then it's probably going to be weak to Sandstorm. And, well, if you don't have a decoy breaker, he just gains an extra turn every time he presses decoy. There's a couple exceptions, but yeah, most decoy breakers are like dots or multi-hit attacks or stuff that's going to be... This is annoying. Double MPD. I think I can beat him, but it's going to take forever. I wish I had that other team. The Clone Dance team would do great versus him, actually. This team will beat him eventually. It's just going to be a long game. Yes, Preen. Okay. What, Trembler versus the Mechanicals? Maybe I just stay in. Nah, it's fine. I mean, I can heal up a lot with Trembler, so... I'm assuming he has Inspiring Song, or he probably would have pressed Cleansing Rain by now. So let's just put Sandstorm on cooldown. It'll mitigate a little bit more damage than the Karajis. Then he'll die if he doesn't heal here. Actually, I think he might still die. Yeah, barely. So it's a 2v3, but he's probably not going to run away, because his team is pretty trolly. He's got Decoy up. Decoy's pretty good versus Trembler. Let's bring in the Karaji. I could take out that Decoy, stun him, press Sandstorm, and then swap to my Cobalt Ram to AoE heal. He might go for another Decoy, but that's kind of totally fine because Trembler is just healing on the back line. And he didn't go for it, so I can stun him. MPD is annoying for Karaji, but it's not like a good counter because I'm faster. I can just stun him and get Sandstorms out while his Decoy's on cooldown. I'm wondering if he's going to swap back to the one that has Decoy. This one doesn't, so I can hit him hard with Stone Rush. Let's take out his Mechanical Racial if he lets me. Let's go for Stone Rush in case for some reason he plays aggro. So he only has one round left on that Decoy. Decoy is really annoying for the Cobalt Ram because he literally, with this build, he only has one attack. It's on a long cooldown. High roll can kill him. I don't want to risk going for my stun under Sandstorm. Team's taking a bit of cleave damage from Thunderbolt, so I should probably just play it safe and go for a bleat here once he throws up Decoy. Nah, it's fine. Unless he crits me a whole bunch, I should be able to 1v1 him with the Karaji. Let's just get this over with. Weird team. I don't know what he was going for here. But if I get him again, I'll try the other team with Trembler because it'll do just fine. And I think it can beat the Valk team if I get that team. If I get the Double Darkness Blossoming Ancient team, I don't think it will win, but I suspect he's dodging. So I'm not too worried about him. Let's play the Sun-Soaked Flitter, because this team will do really good into double MPDs if I get a rematch, and it'll be much faster game because that game lasted 5 minutes. This team will probably beat him in like 3, just because Cyclones are a really good counter for Decoy, especially on a flyer, because I'll get my Cyclone out before he presses Decoy, guaranteed. Don't think I'll be able to get any wins with Mutt right now, but I'll try some teams out later whenever the games are more fun. Oh, a Tremblor mirror match. We have a Mimic. Alright, well, that Trembler is a big problem for my Clone Dance. I wonder if he's going to start with him. It'd be nice if I had the aquatic damage on Gurgle here. Let's go for a stun, see what he does. I think I can beat him, but not as fast as I thought I would with Tremblor. Oh, and I'm running Rock Barrage. Well, I have to fight his Tremblor with mine. Tremblor counters these two pretty hard. Let's trade Sandstorms. Can I kill Tremblor with my team? I don't know. Oh, he's running Rock Barrage too. Wait, did he land every single one? Under Sandstorm? What the? That has to be a bug. There's no way. That was 40% in a row. He's benefiting from my uncanny luck. There's no way that he just got that lucky. He has to... There must be a bug where if I have uncanny luck, it buffs his Rock Barrage. There's no way that he just landed all 4 of those without a bug. Anyways, let's bring in Gurgle and go for Clone Dance while that Trembler is on the back line. My Rock Barrage will take care of his decoy, so that was a dumb move. Let's go for Lucky Dance and swap to the Sun-Soaked Flitter. I need to try to cleave Tremblor. The Cyclone. Do I stun him? I don't really wanna. I think I have to just take the damage on my Flitter here. Oh, and he's bringing in Tremblor. Damn it. I don't know if it's worth going for Cyclone since he's just going to hit me with Sandstorm. I don't think it's worth taking the Sandstorm on my flyer. I think Tremblor is like a perfect counter to this team. I don't think I can beat him. We can do big damage with Rock Barrage. No? No, it's not a bug. It's just he got actually insanely lucky and landed, so far, 7 out of 8 Rock Barrages on me. Okay, well, it's good to know it's not a bug, at least. Let's go for Sandstorm. Oh, we went first. That's good. I mean, he can't miss, but it'll mitigate his damage a little bit. Alright, well, we're whittling down that Tremblor slowly but surely. If he played better, I think he would win easily, but he keeps going for, like, decoy while I have Rock Barrage out. I'll go for another one because it's strong damage versus him, and it'll get rid of that decoy instantly. Oh, I just realized something. It wasn't as low of a chance for him to land all those rocks as I thought it was, because he is elemental. So it's not a 40% chance under Sandstorm. It's still 50-50. But that is pretty crazy regardless. That he has so far landed 7 out of 8 Rock Barrages on me. Unbuffed. Okay, I don't know if I want to stun him. I think I'll go for Lucky Dance. I think I'll save my stun for if he swaps in Tremblor. I think he will, by the way, so I'm going to go for damage. He didn't. Well. I feel like he's going to swap in Tremblor because he did that before. Maybe he's waiting for me to bring in my Flitter. Okay, let me stun him because he's staying in. If he brings in Tremblor, I might be able to kill him here if I play aggro. Because I have a crit buff. Crit. I don't think I can afford to take a Sandstorm on Gurgle. It's going to have to be Tremblor. But I'm ahead on health. This keeps wasting globals on decoy instead of going for damage. Let's go for Sandstorm first, so it comes back off cooldown faster. The other thing that really helped me out was I got a really lucky crit with Sandstorm earlier. All right, so MPDs. I'm not sure how he managed to lose his Trembler. A lot of it was the crit, though, I think. Can I save my Trembler? If he goes for a... I'm going to risk it. I feel like he might go for... Yeah. I was going to say, if he went for Breath, he could kill my Elemental, but he threw really hard. He should not have lost with this team, but I think it's over for him at this point. I can bring in Gurgle. I can go for the stun. Not sure, do I go for the stun or do I go for Lucky Dance? The stun might miss, and that could cost me the game. I'm gonna risk it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that puts me very far ahead. I was stressing out about missing that blackout kick. But now it should be a free win because I have Lucky Dance up. If he goes for decoy, I can just break with mothballs, do big dam. It also has a chance to slow him, which could be really nice. So we'll break the decoy and then set out a cyclone so that it'll break his next decoy. This is a really annoying team to even think about how to counter. At least efficiently. I can beat it, but it would take like 3 sandstorm pets and just dealing with a lot of decoy annoyance. Okay. I don't think this MPD is going to 1v3. Let's go for a scratch. Thunderbolt will kill me, so I have to bring in Gurgle. We'll go ahead and stun him. Go for a punch. Thunderbolt has to crit to kill me now. Okay, decoy's gone because of... Oh, not gone, but it loses a charge because of Cyclone. If he crits me on my Elemental with Breath, he might actually win at 7 HP. This is winnable for him. He just needs to crit 5%. Okay. RNG win, because I think the only reason I won is because I crit his Trembler with my Sandstorm. It was too close for me to have won. RNG, plus he played really bad. He kept using decoy while I had like Rock Barrage out. I could have had slightly better RNG though. He got in crazy good RNG with Rock Barrages. Okay, so double MPD twice in a row. Do I have a team with the Fiendish Imp that can take out Trembler? That's not a pet I see very often, so I'm not sure how to counter it. I'm not seeing any teams that look fantastic. Maybe this team? Anomalous isn't great versus ZMPD, but I do think this team would probably win. Maybe not, actually. I'm gonna need a minute to think about what to play. Maybe the imp isn't gonna work, or maybe I need to come up with a team. So I'm not seeing anything here that looks like, oh yeah, that'll do just fantastic versus Trembler. I need aquatic damage, but not an aquatic, because Sandstorm's just gonna destroy them. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. How about Mr. Delver? Mr. Delver is not gonna do good versus that elemental, though. This team might be able to beat him. Got decoy breakers. I think it'll beat him because he plays bad, but I don't think it should beat him. So far, this looks like my best option. So I have 2 weather changers. I got aquatic damage. I could maybe dive a sandstorm. Nightshade and Mr. Delver are great versus the MPDs. I think this team at least has a chance to beat him. How about this team? So we have a couple more decoy breakers. I don't know if Arphis is a better pick than the Nightshade Sproutling. I guess the Ice Tomb could be trouble for him. Liking this team better. What else is good versus decoys? I mean, Clone Dance and Immolation both are, but Sandstorm counters both of them really hard. So I got lucky beating him with that last team. Let me try this team. I'll probably get a rematch versus him. I think the safest bet is just to play like triple Sandstorm and just whittle him down slowly but surely. So probably play my own Trembler with like I think this team is guaranteed to beat him. It's just going to take a really long time. It did beat him before, back before he was playing Trembler. Probably this team too, but it would take even longer. My bad. I'm sure I'll get him again here in a sec. I'll just take the cube. Hmm. I think I'm at 4 wins now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's play for one more win. Tough teams out tonight. Ah, Dex is no longer dodging. Well, I don't think this team should beat him. I'll do my best. It's gonna come down to RNG. If he gets like a stun or I miss my lightning or something under darkness, it's definitely GG. Let's go for a build turret. No stun, so that's a good start. Mr. Delver's really bad versus the Blaspheming Ancient, so let's take the darkness on him. And then try to get as much damage into Murgleton as I can. He's swapping in the Elemental. So we need to swap him out. If I miss this, yeah, that interrupt, it's definitely GG. Alright. He's probably just going to bring in the Blossoming Ancient, so I'll go for Missile in case he stays in here. Dax is not a problem. All 3 of these pets are very good versus Twilight. I'm not sure why he went for Darkness instead of, like, Surge of Light, or just, I don't know, maybe swapping in the elemental that takes weak damage from all my attacks. Weird choice. Okay, I could save Mr. Delver to, well, he's going to die to sunlight. Let's bring the Sproutling. He might go for photosynthesis first, and then I can blind the sunlight. And save Mr. Delver to soak like a darkness or something later. Go for Call Darkness. We need that photosynthesis healing to stop right now. Nightshade Sproutling isn't very good versus either of these two pets. I'm going to bring in the Snapdragon because I think this guy might be dumb enough to stay in versus my Aquatic. That's pretty much the only way I win, is if he is dumb enough to do that. Let's go for... Let's go for a Water Jet. Any other player would just bring in their Magic Pet, take weak damage from my Aquatic damage. But not this guy. Alright. If I land this Water Jet, I can kill him. He's banking on that 10%. So Soul Rush will kill me. I think he's going to go for Call Darkness. Oh wait, I'm faster than him. Oh. Maybe I just go for Call Lightning? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. He is one attack away from... Oh, he goes for the Soul Rush. Oh, he's so dumb. Alright. I think now's when I bring in Mr. Delver. He's going to go for... probably Call Darkness. No? Okay. He needs that darkness, or else he just loses. Bring in the Snapdragon. And 1v2 him easily. Should never beat him with this team. He just sacrifices his elemental into aquatic damage when he has a magic pet. And it's not the first time I've seen him make the same mistake. He plays just really badly. Dive does a little bit more damage. He might go for darkness. It's fine. We'll go for the dive. My elemental can't miss, and I'm faster than him, so even if I miss this dive, I'll be just fine. Alright. It's 5 wins. I can farm that guy, but he's probably going to dodge again after that, so I'm not going to bother, at least in this video. Plus, I think you've all seen all my counter teams. I mean, if you're in my bracket and you haven't seen my counter teams, these are most of them. When he's playing that comp, most of these pets will beat him just because he plays really badly. Or most of these teams, I should say, will beat him. But the most consistent one would probably be, or the most consistent ones would probably be Rose Typin, Primal Stormling, Pale Shell Crab, MPD, Rose Typin, Pale Shell Crab, and then maybe Pale Shell Crab, Jingles, MPD. And then the safest option is that team that I was trying to queue into him earlier. Primal Stormling, Pale Shell Crab, and MPD, because all three of these pets are freaking great versus Twilight. They're just all barely faster than him. Twilight has no decoy breakers, so Bubble and Decoy are really good into him, and then you have the stun too. And then you have double Sandstorm, so you can take out the Blossoming Ancient with these two pets. And then the MPD is here mainly to take weak damage from Soul Rushes. So even if he gets like really good RNG and plays well, this team will almost always beat him. But that's 5 wins. So tough teams to date. Don't think I can get away with playing any fun pets, but I'll try again later. This team right here, double MPD with Trembler. I'm going to need to think about that, how to beat that consistently. I feel like my best bet is probably just something like 3 Sandstorm pets that are faster than the MPD. Or maybe 2 Sandstorm pets that are faster than the MPD. With an AoE heal pet like the Gleamhoof Fawn. I'm pretty sure this team will consistently farm this team right here, even though it doesn't have a decoy breaker, but it's going to be like 10-minute games every time. Like this team right here should never have beaten him. I got lucky. He played badly and I had a clutch crit. Maybe this team could beat him, but it's the same idea. I just don't know what could possibly beat him efficiently because I can't think of a team with decoy breakers that will do well versus Trembler. Because most of them are barrage abilities or immolation or AoE like Cyclone. And all 3 of those are just hard countered by Sandstorm. I'm wondering if maybe there's like, I don't know, like cleanup maybe, clean up. Oops. Clean up. So Stone Grinder's not great. He's slower than the MPD. Cleanup is not a great decoy breaker. It just happens to take it out in one ability. And then obviously Stone Grinder's going to do really bad versus Trembler. Enchanted Broom has cleanup, but he takes weak damage, or he takes strong damage from the MPD. Sniff out. Wait, sniff out. Sniff out, maybe. Okay, I'm thinking of something now that I'm seeing the Dusky Tooth Fell Snooter, and that is maybe there's a team with Arfus, because Arfus has zoomies, which is bugged to not be affected by hit modifiers like Sandstorm. So zoomies won't do much damage under Sandstorm, but it will still have the flat 85% hit chance for the 2nd through 5th attack. So you can outspeed and break decoy with zoomies. Ice Tube hits the MPDs hard, but it's going to be tricky to land an Ice Tube on them because he has 2 decoys, right? It's like maybe this team. I feel like Trembler just kind of solos the whole team more or less if he just uses decoy to block every other Ice Tomb. If you could think of a team that I am missing, let me know, because I'll try it. It's not a particularly fun team to fight, but I'd like to know if there's a way to efficiently beat it. Because the best I can think of is like the Gleamhoof Fawn with 2 Sandstorm pets. Either 2 fast Sandstorm pets, like maybe the Karaji Guardling and the Sunglow Cobra. Or like the Living Sandling, just a hard-hitting elemental. With yeah, like a team like this. Like this team will beat them. It's just gonna take like 10 minutes every time. I think this team will probably beat him too, but it's just gonna be, you're gonna be wasting a lot of time just banging your head up against decoys. maybe the Bone Serpent is the pet that I'm not thinking of, because the Bone Serpent is a pretty good counter for the MPD because it takes weak damage from his basic attack. Bone Barrage passively counters Decoy, and then you can't nerf Trembler's healing with darkness, but you can change the weather, which is nice. So maybe not Twilight, but maybe Nightshade Sproutling, Bone Serpent, and then like I don't know. I'll need to think about it. Maybe just 2 Bone Serpents to counter the 2 MPDs. Honestly, I think 3 Bone Serpents. I think 3 Bone Serpents will beat it probably more efficiently than most other teams. It's not a team that I would ever play. Yeah, maybe like 3. So running SS is irrelevant. You want either 3 power speed or 3 HHs. Probably power speed if you're trying to go for efficiency. Yeah, probably 3. I guess if you want to take the safe option, just go like a power speed and 2 HHs. So you have a Decoy Breaker with Bone Barrage. You have a Weather Changer on all 3 pets with Call Darkness. Is it worth running Liftoff versus that team? You might actually be better off running Death and Decay. I don't think Death and Decay sadly breaks Decoy anymore. I think it just ignores Decoy and just like hits the pet that used Decoy, if that makes sense, without taking a charge of Decoy, which is not as useful. But I feel like Liftoff isn't very useful versus his team because, I guess maybe it'd be decent to have Liftoff on at least 1 or 2 so that you can maybe dodge a Sandstorm. Yeah, that team could probably beat him pretty efficiently. Ooh, maybe triple Cobble Shell. That could be a funny... No, I don't know if you have the damage to actually kill Trembler. Yep, this is the best I can come up with. That's not a very fun team, but neither is his. Okay. If you can come up with something better than that, let me know in the comments, and I'll try it out if I queue into an annoying team like that again. So I feel like I got extremely lucky with that win. Hopefully I never see that team again, because that's boring. But so were most of the teams I was playing. They're just, specifically designed to counter, like really strong teams. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one.